Hey guys, and welcome to the first of what we hope to be many episodes of the FPL Pop In Podcast from your friends at FPL Journal. Why is it called Pop In? Well, we just want you to pop in, we'll have a little chat about FPL, have a little chat about football, and then you can pop back out and diver over your teams again. I am McTavius, at McTavius on Twitter. I'm not that original with Twitter handles, but who is my co-host, Nymphria. Say hi, Nym.
Hi, I'm at Nymphria TV on Twitter, and I'm a female fantasy football YouTuber, podcaster, and I have the FPL blog that is FPL Journal.
Fantastic. Now, shall we have a little chat about the opening weekend of the Premier League season?
Yeah, could do, I suppose.
What a weekend it was.
Good place to start.
It is. It's, if you're going to start anywhere, you might as well start at the start of the season.
Yeah, well, unlike me 6 weeks in last season.
Well, you know, some of us just like to be fashionably late.
Well, of course.
But is there, to your memory, a better start to the season than all the drama we had last weekend?
Oh, well, that's tough to say, being an Arsenal fan, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. Someone obviously had a good Friday night. How did you spend your Friday evening?
On the floor. Not from drink, of course.
Well, I'm sure.
You know, stress and nerves, and I think I ran every second of that pitch with my team, to be honest with you.
It was certainly an up and down match.
Oh, end-to-end stuff. Edgy of seat stuff. If you're a neutral, it's fantastic, but probably not for me quite so much.
Now, you had 2 new signings in that match. Mm-hmm. How did you think they got on?
Lacazette, pretty good. I think he...
Yeah, pretty good start.
Yeah, he rose to the occasion, I suppose.
So he had the head for it.
Hey.
Steady.
But yeah, no, Lacazette, pretty good. And how are we going to say Klosniak? Klasniak?
Cola?
Cola.
Cola.
No, I think that's a whole new person altogether. No, he was pretty good. I liked his defensive skills, and I like the fact that he's pretty attacking, and slightly annoyed that I had him in my FPL team and then took him out of my FPL team for Nacho Monreal.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll get on to that later.
Yeah, it's not so pleasant hearing when it comes to the FPL teams this start week, but it's just the first week.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly. So, which is, great for me. I've got a stat to throw in.
Okay, cool.
If my maths is correct, which they may not be, I only got a C at GCSE, but there was 31 goals.
Sorry.
You laughing at my C grade?
No, it's all good.
You sure?
Yeah, sure. No, I'm not.
I would. I did up 31 goals in this opening weekend, which is the most since the 2008-2009 season, which had 32.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
And in fact, I'm going to hit you again with a stat.
Stats. Oh, they're popping. They're popping.
I'm popping a stat right
Stats
here.
are popping.
Popping it in. It is the 5th highest scoring opening weekend of the 26 Premier League seasons we've had so far, as this is the 25th anniversary of the start of the Premier League. It's the Silver Jubilee.
Okay, cool. Well, it depends on what you class as exciting, whether you class goals as exciting or whether you include in, say, the red cards at Chelsea and the red cards at Newcastle.
Yeah, they certainly added to the excitement.
Yeah, a bit more drama, so it's not all about the goals. But yeah, no, it was a pretty good starting weekend, I think. What do you think?
As a supporter of a team that didn't score any goals, I can certainly see what you mean, that all the excitement doesn't have to come from... Yes, I am a Palace fan at the moment.
Come over to the dark side. Join the Arsenal.
Well, yeah. Well, we didn't have the best start to the season, I suppose you could say. I mean, going into it, everyone probably thought, well, Palace up against a promoted side, with Wilf and Benteke there, new signings. But no one anticipated that Huddersfield would be a much better team. Mounier, no one knew much about him except the people in Huddersfield, and they knew right. Cracking couple of goals, poor defending. I mean, the own goal and the fact that he was unchallenged for the goal, but the last one was just a rocket shot. And quite frankly, we deserved to lose. Could lose by more. Didn't really trouble the keeper. But it's just the first game. It's the first game. We gave them a little warm welcome into the league, settle them in. Now
Help them out.
Exactly. They can go on and do their thing, and we can now hopefully win against Liverpool on the weekend. Oh, of course, you mentioned it earlier. Mm-hmm. The red card to Chelsea.
Uh-huh.
That you would have had to find a hermit in a cave that thought that Burnley would turn over the champions at the home of the champions.
Wow, yeah, I think quite a lot of us got in Willian thinking exactly the same thing, to be honest. But I mean, he got us some points in the end, thankfully, with a little assist.
When Morata came on and changed the game.
Yeah, which I don't think anyone was expecting there either, except die-hard Chelsea fans, possibly.
Of course, sure.
Yeah. From his pre-season performance and
the Charity Shield.
The Charity Shield.
Of which he came on, didn't do anything, and then missed his penalty.
Yeah. So I think, when we see Morata, we weren't too worried, but obviously he changed the game and good on him, and he could be one to watch for future games, I suppose, now that he's found his feet.
Could be, he might even get a start now.
Yeah.
He didn't start the game, but he certainly finished it in style. One last thing about the weekend. Manchester United, are they back?
Yes, I think so. I think they are. I think Lukaku has given them the right surge in the right direction, and now they have Matic in midfield as well, so kind of...
It's freed up Pogba.
Yeah.
That's one of the main issues they had last season, is that Pogba was playing too deep and he couldn't show his flair.
Everybody's saying, though, that, it's going to free up Pogba and stuff like that, but I think we probably should be keeping our eyes open for Mickey Batman, to be honest. I think Mkhitaryan is just, he's definitely getting to kind of show some of that creativity that Pogba should be showing, really. So.
He gets a yard assist, doesn't he? He got 2 assists at the weekend, was it?
Yeah, I think so, something like that.
And he's the same price as Pogba. Mm-hmm. And Pogba doesn't score much, although he did score at the weekend.
He did.
But yeah, I can see the title leaving London and heading back up north to Manchester.
Yeah.
Which colour side of Manchester? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I agree. It's too tough to call right now. I thought City before we started, but... I'm just not sure now. Man United just came out of the blocks and they were running. They were gone.
Brighton held up City a lot better, but definitely going to Manchester. Cue the last show when someone completely random has won the league. And
Arsenal!
Someone completely random has won the league. And we're playing this back and laughing at ourselves for our misguided knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. What was your funniest moment of the weekend?
Well, seeing as we just talked about Manchester, I think it has to be Jose getting irritated out of nowhere for no reason, because I thought that was quite funny, because he sits there and he was like looking all happy, really calm, enjoying the match, and we were all like, oh, look, Jose is smiling. He's actually smiling. He's not getting, upset or angry and anything. And then the cameraman went straight back to Jose, and there he was, up in arms, flipping out. And we couldn't work out why. Couldn't see. So.
I bet one of the subs stole his drink.
Probably.
Maybe his half-time pie.
Maybe he found out, what they're getting for dinner afterwards just isn't what he fancied.
He was outraged.
It's not the takeaway I ordered.
A paella. They got him some dodgy prawn cocktail sandwiches or something.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I'd be quite outraged with that as well. Mine was split. It was either Shelby, just because he was a bit of a class clown.
Close.
I mean, going out, trying to hack Dele Alli to pieces, somewhat successful, but getting that, and then just randomly, stupidly, just treading on him.
Yeah.
Well, just treading on him. Right in front of the referee. Looked like a right wally. And now he's suspended for at least 3 games. But another red card, which also made me laugh, had to be
I love
Ronaldo.
how both your funniest moments are red cards.
I love seeing people in misery. Or just,
Well, then you just have to watch me in FPL every week.
I don't know, I had enough misery of my own. We'll go into that in a second. But the red card for Ronaldo, just the look on his face when he saw the ref raise that red card. Utter shock.
Ronaldo,
did you not see it?
No.
In the Spanish Super Cup.
Oh, yeah.
He got subbed on, scored a goal, took his shirt off, flexing himself, got a yellow card for it, standard. We'll have that.
Yeah.
And then he came running through on goal, went down, bit shady, might have been outside the box, might not have been a dive. Referee sees it as a dive, gets the yellow, sends him off. He is outraged. Complete shock on his face. Everyone's up in arms, but Real Madrid still won. For Asensio, great shot. I did see that Asensio has been linked with Arsenal.
With Arsenal?
With Arsenal.
Oh, nice. We'll take him.
Can we... Well, obviously. Can we see it happening? Maybe not.
Well, it depends, I think, on how much they're going to have to pay Sanchez each week to keep him, you know.
Big subject.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to keep him at all, if he goes, then we got the money, then why not, you know? But if he stays and we have to pay his wages, then I think that pretty much might kind of, you know, cap off exactly who we might be buying in the future.
But as we've been teasing, shall we get on to how we did in the FPL?
Yeah, why not? Well,
Do you want to do ladies first, or shall we get the misery that
well, that'd be
my
you,
team?
wouldn't it?
Hey. He's a joker. Popping in with the insult there.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start with my team, as I believe I got lower than you.
You did?
So we'll start off low and end with a big high with your points.
All right, then.
Okay. Overall, I got 50 points, which was, 8 below the average? Yeah, 8 below the average. Now, it's not wonderful. I didn't have many people that actually helped me out here. Luckily, I had Eriksen and Lacazette, and it was pretty much just my defenders that helped me out. Kolasinac with an assist, Bertrand, and Löwe.
Love. Spread the love.
Spread the Löwe for my 6 points. But that's pretty much it. De Bruyne and Jesus, big disappointments for me. I had high hopes for them. Jesus is captain, done me nothing, and Zaha has me worried because he's a yellow. He's in a knee brace. There is words that he could be out for 4 weeks. One person I do need to get rid of is Holgate.
Okay.
He didn't play any minutes.
Is he your kind of bin?
He is in my bin of sin.
Your bin of sin.
He's got to go. He didn't play. I was hoping he'd play right wing back in the place of Coleman. But no, they played Calvin Lewis, which was highly disappointing, especially as he provided assist for Rooney. Might be wrong on that, but
Yeah,
might have done.
I think he did. So who would be your fire pick then from your team?
From my team.
So for you guys new to the Pop In Pod, or as it's the first
Everyone's
episode.
new to the Pop In Pod.
Everyone's new to the Pop In Pod. We probably should say that at this point we're going to go over our teams as McTavius has been doing, and we're going to pick out a couple and we're going to assign them to
icons. Name, categories.
Yeah, ascensions.
Ascensions.
or descensions, as
Yeah,
the case may
yeah.
be. And so we'll have a fire pick most week, which will be our kind of star player, I
Star player,
suppose.
hot form.
Yeah. Lightning player, which will be, your kind of player that strikes once in a game week or in 2 game weeks, but then you don't really hear about them since that.
Yeah, sort of a flash in the pan. He'll strike once, but he won't strike again for God knows how long.
Yeah, and then we'll have a Duff Puff, my
Puff.
fave, which is kind of the player you expect to do quite well.
Yeah.
But then, obviously, just ends up
He
being
just,
a bit like...
he just puffs out.
Yeah.
It's big hypes, and he just lets you down.
Yeah.
Like a deflated balloon.
Yeah. And then we'll obviously have our bin of sin.
Our bin of sin, where Holgate is presently crumpled up as I threw him away.
Yeah.
Or will be throwing him away as soon as I decide who to replace him with.
Yeah,
But my as you asked, my fire player, it'll be Lacazette against Stoke.
Yeah.
Because other ones are against big team. I mean, my Man City players are against Everton. They look quite solid at the back. Eriksen obviously against Chelsea at Wembley. Bit of a hot potato there. Don't really know because the Chelsea defence were quite bad and they're quite depleted now. But obviously they're at Wembley, so we don't know how that's going to happen. But yeah, I'll plump Lacazette.
And he was your fire pick for last
It was my fire
game week.
pick, yeah. Can do it against Stoke.
If Lacazette was your fire pick for game week 1 and Holgate was your bin of sin.
Bin of sin.
Your bin of
laying
sin.
in there.
Who would be your lightning pick and who would be your Duff Puff?
Duff Puff is probably shared between Jesus and De Bruyne. I had
Yeah.
really high hopes for
I
them.
had KDP as well.
I thought, if I just double up on those, KDB, down to Jesus, goal, captain, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
And he just hit posts and missed and then got taken off.
But he did look promising.
He did. That's the thing. They both looked very threatening, dangerous for the whole time he was on there.
Mm-hmm.
He just couldn't finish his dinner. And my lightning one, ooh. See,
If you have one.
I was going to say, not many. The only other people that scored points.
Don't force it.
See, Lerver.
The conditions have to be right for lightning, you know?
Lerver got a clean sheet, obviously, against Palace. It's up against Newcastle next.
I can't believe I gave everyone the tip on Louver, I
didn't
put him in my team. And I didn't put him in my team.
All your videos is pretty much...
All my lives during the summer was like, I'm getting Louver in, share the Louver. I was pushing for Louver, and then I just, right at the last minute... See, this is the problem with social media. I went on social media and I seen all this stuff about the Stuttner fella, and I just thought, I need to get him in. And I talked myself out of the lover. I could have been having so much lover right now.
You could have had summer lover. Could have been going. Could have been having you a blast.
I could have been.
But it just didn't last, did it?
No, I'll have to get him back in.
You got to get him in.
Yeah.
Well, I've got him in. I'm not sure. Can he keep a clean sheet against Newcastle? I don't know. I'm a big Gale fan.
Just not of Wind.
No, not of Gale off Coronation Street.
Oh.
But
Okay.
although my team name is Gale Force Wins.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're my ones.
Yep.
So how, in general, was your team?
Well, I got 62 points, which was 4 above the average, I believe.
And 12 above me. Not that saying that.
Yeah, you know. Not brilliant start, and I have to admit, Saturday I was really, really worried going into Sunday, and then watching that Tottenham match didn't do anything for my kind of anxiety at all, because I had Kane in my team. Thankfully, I decided to captain Lukaku rather than Kane, and yeah, he did brilliant for me. So obviously, my fire pick would be Lukaku with his brace.
Oh, yeah, well,
obviously. So no surprise there. I don't really have a lightning pick. I don't think any of my players really struck it. The only one I would say was close would be Salah, but I'm hoping he's not flash in the pan. So, you know, he was probably up there fighting with the fire pick rather than with the lightning pick, I suppose. And my Duff Puff, I think that's a bit of a tough one because a bit like you, a lot of my players got 1 point. But I think on terms of expectation, it would have had to have been Kane, to be honest. And even though I know the August kind of curse, and I know that we don't expect him to do well, but I just was kind of really hoping that wasn't going to be a thing this year. You know, I was really kind of hoping.
Prayers.
I did, and still he got me 1 point.
Still, the holy water burned away, and the curse was there.
So, but other than that, I think I would probably have to say Nacho, only because he just, that's Monreal, and only because I think he just didn't seem to suit that centre-back position, and he looked very shaky, and he just didn't look, he looked uncomfortable where he was, and you could tell he was trying really hard, but that he just didn't have a clue. He was just kind of like, I don't know how to deal with this position, like this isn't me. I prefer to be running up the wing and, you know, creating play. I'm not enjoying this kind of being stuck here and things just coming at me, you know, sort of thing. So I think those two are kind of fighting for that Daft Puff. As for my bin of sin, I think it's hard to say. It would be between Milivojevic and Richie, I think. I want to see Richie, see how he copes. I think they had rough luck there on the weekend with injuries and the red card. So it's going to be hard to see whether he's going to have more attacking form. I think one of those two could be very close to getting shipped out.
Okay, guys, we do have a league, the FPL Journal League. Shall we take a look at who is the early pace setter at the top of that league?
Yeah, who's the leader? I want to know.
Well, it is a bit of a Twitter celebrity.
Oh, really?
It is.
We have Twitter celebrities in our league.
We do.
Boom, get in.
It is none other than Mr. FPL Fly.
Oh,
Flying high at the top of the
Fly
league.
Man.
The only person in the league over 100 points.
Oof,
Sneaking over
nice.
with 101.
Wouldn't you love that kind of start? I would. Although it would probably be all downhill from there for
Well,
me,
yeah.
to be honest.
Peaked early. End it there.
Yeah.
End it now.
End it now. That's what us Arsenal fans think after the first game of most seasons. Just end it now.
Second place, we've got Agent 1907, Mustafa.
Oh,
And in third,
yeah.
well, he sneaked into the top four, is Arsene Wenger.
What?
Yeah.
We've got Arsene Wenger in our league.
Yeah, Wenger's in the league.
Oh, awesome.
Testing out his managerial skills, obviously against the best in the world.
Obviously, it's where he learns all of his
Mane
information.
Osane, his team name.
So he's gone for Man City.
He's got a Liverpool and a Man City player in his name, although he does have one Arsenal player, Kolasinac. But if you want to join the league, you can check out the Twitter, which is at FPL Journal blog, and the league code is there.
Yep.
And on the website, and it'll probably be in the description of this podcast.
Yes, of course.
Wonderful. Join the league. Let's try and topple Fly. No offence, Fly.
He's just keeping that seat warm for us. Keeping it warm for us.
Well, obviously, game week 2.
Yep.
We'll just briefly go over maybe a couple of standout fixtures.
Yeah, definitely. And here is where we'll give a bit of a description on the big gun games, so the ones you expect the big teams to be in. And then we'll have some support act games that will have the kind of middle of the road games. And then we'll have our surprise fixtures. And we'll just...
The ones that just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
This is going to be a 0-0 and then bam.
Yeah.
It's goal fest.
I think for game week 2, our big gun fixture is obviously going to be Chelsea and Spurs.
The big game at Wembley.
The big game. So how do you see that one going?
I'm seeing the Spurs win.
Yeah, myself too.
That the Chelsea defence, they're a shambles. I think Kane will probably score. I don't think the curse.
So.
I can't see the curse lasting the whole of August. He was sharp. He had a 1-on-1. Hit the post in the last few minutes.
And a disallowed goal.
And a disallowed goal. And he does like Wembley.
He does. So, am I going to force you for a prediction?
Oh, for a score. Oh, you're mean.
I actually have thought of one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, enlighten us.
Yeah, I think...
Oh, mystic one.
I think it might be 3-1 or 3-2 to Spurs.
Ooh, another goal fest.
Yeah, I hope so. That'll be fun.
You thinking Kane hat-trick?
I hope so. Because I don't have Ali or Ericsson or even Davies, so hopefully
Goal
it's
machine
Kane.
Ben Davies.
Yeah, so hopefully Kane.
No, I can see...
yeah.
I was thinking sort of 2-1.
We've got to hope Chelsea, the champions, get it together soon, though, haven't we? Otherwise, it's looking a bit scary for them.
It could be a repeat of the last time they defended the title and they didn't even get into Europe.
But they've got Hazard. He's just got to get better.
He's on his way back.
Things will be fine then. What's your support act fixture coming up?
Well, it's the big game on the Monday night.
Yep.
Man City, Everton.
Ooh.
Wayne Rooney.
Yep.
Returning to face the noisy neighbours of Man City.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people are starting to get Rooney on their radar, aren't they, for their FPL really? So this will be an interesting one to see him pitted up against a really good team like Man City.
He does love a goal against Man City.
I wonder if that Danilo fellow will be playing for City. A lot of people got him in first game week, and I'm seeing, that Mendy's back in training. Quite interesting, that one. But yeah, I thought the other kind of support act might be Swansea Man United. So what are you thinking of that one?
Yeah, I can see. Swansea looked alright against Southampton. Coming out with a 0-0 at St Mary's.
They've got that new kid, haven't they, up front?
Tammy Abraham.
Yeah,
he's looking
good.
He looked sharp.
Yeah.
He looked sharp. Couldn't finish his dinner again, but he definitely will. He banged them in last season in the Championship, but Man United looked too good. They looked far too good. If they keep up that form, they are away.
Mm-hmm. So, they might be a little upset without Sigurdsson, though. Now that he's off to Everton, I think that they might struggle.
They're going to struggle.
And then we've got our surprise fixtures. So I think the surprise fixture this coming weekend could be Bournemouth and Watford.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I think Watford were on fire and nobody expected that in game week 1. So.
No, I really thought they were going to get turned over.
Yeah.
Quite convincingly.
And I'm really hoping that Kingy bangs. So, I need my Kingy back. I need my boy back. So I'm really, really hoping it's going to end up being a goal fest, that one. The sort of one where you don't expect it to be because they're lower clubs, but then they just surprise you.
It's the thing, both
Cue a 0-0.
Yeah. Both teams not known for their defensive prowess, but yeah, they'll probably be a rock solid 0-0 now.
Yeah, that I just said that.
I am quite interested to see the Sunday fixture of Huddersfield versus Newcastle.
Okay.
I want to see if Huddersfield can carry on the momentum they took from Selhurst Park, and it's a big championship clash.
Yeah.
Now in the Prem, I want to see if they've adapted their tactics to the new Premier League game. I can see a few goals going in that.
And I think it's going to be good for us in both of those surprise fixtures to get a good measure, because they're lower clubs. We should have some cheaper players in there, so it would be really good if, both of those do really well, because then we can start to consider some of those players for our FPL teams. So
obviously, Love are proving very popular. Mounier.
Yeah,
Richie.
Atsu looked
Atsu,
fantastic.
he's
In
shot
fact,
out
I'm
of nowhere.
thinking about doing a bit of a swap there as time goes on, but, we'll see how that goes.
Well, hopefully after the weekend we'll know a lot more about how the teams will shape up going forward, so we can obviously throw in those early wildcards that people have been talking about.
I didn't mention any transfers during my team discussion because I'm actually not sure if I'm going to make any this game week. I genuinely think sometimes it's better if you don't have, like yourself, where you've got an injury, to bank the transfer in the first game week and then have like an almost mini wild card in the second week by having 2 to 3 transfers, taking the -4 if you want to, but genuinely just having a lot more information to go on in that situation and then making your changes from there.
That sounds like very wise words. Wise words that should be heeded. by all those.
Well, I don't know. I think, if you've got injuries or you just want somebody in, I think then you probably should just go for it, and get them in.
Yeah, or you can get them in nice and early. Obviously, don't let them linger on your bench for too long. Prices probably shoot down, and then you get stuff for the rest of the season.
Yeah, so it just depends on what kind of game you're playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that sounds like a good place to end, isn't it?
Wrap it up. Let's wrap this thing up.
Wrap it up. Send it off. Send it off to the good people who may be listening, if they still are. Are you still there? Tweet us if you're still there.
So, I hope you enjoyed the FPL Pop In Pod. #FPL Pop In Pod. And we look forward to hearing what you guys thought and get in contact with us if there's something you think we should discuss in the next game week.
Yeah, let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about. Hit us up at Mictavius and at Nymphria TV.
Yep.
Or obviously on the FPL Journal blog.
Yes.
Twitter page.
At FPL Journal blog. Or you can check out our website at www.fpljournal.com. Until next time.
Keep popping.
#keep popping.